Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Comfy Cozy Completionist with your girl Lorelei. And we are going to start by sleeping. No need to run around in the night. We have been starting on the build for the museum in the last episode. And after thinking about what I did there, I think we have to go back there and do a little bit more. But first, I think we want to go back and see about that fortress we found in the last episode. So we are going to eat this and this. And we are going to see about the fortress that we found. We need to bring a stone cutter. I thought we had a stone cutter laying around somewhere. But that is not the case, so we have to bring one. And I think we will have to bring some gray stone too, because we need to get up there. Eventually we need to have some extra wood too, probably. Well, let's see. And then I think we will spend a day or two also thinking about that blueprint we were thinking up for the... Oh, got start one there. I actually don't want to get caught by that one. We've got a dwarven friend here. You are not going to run into the lava here, ain't ya? Okay. Now where is that? There we go. There's a Valkyrie there, Then there is another monument of torture right over there. I think I prefer to get that out of the way. Two, three. No bubble anymore. We want that bubble. Ow. 4. Can I please shoot at that monument of torture for the last time? There we go. Ow, that hurts. All kinds of nonsense going on here again. we are getting an ash storm here. Ooh, the Valkyrie is quite close. I really don't think I want to get killed by that Valkyrie if I can avoid it. We can always hope it goes away to a different place. There was a Valkyrie on this side here too. But I cannot see it now. It's way over there now. So yeah, we are not doing that. We are getting all of that home. And go to our building site for the museum and think about what we need to be doing there. I don't want to run around in an ash storm there. Okay, got some of that and some of that and some of this and some of that and some mushrooms. And museum. Oh, there is stuff laying here that we did drop off here and never put away in the last episode. Lots of greystone. Some of this and some of that. And some more mushrooms. Look at all of that. What is this? Okay, we can take that with to the museum. Sealed museum. I was thinking about maybe we are still on the too small side of things here. We need to have that be probably still bigger, because I kind of want to think about a bigger open space in the middle. And to make that work, I think we need to have more space around here. So we gotta extend it in that direction and in this direction a little bit. We don't have things. We have to bring a stone cutter because we have to ultimately, I think, trace that with the stone. So we have to probably extend in this direction and in this direction to make it more bigger. Because what I did not take into account when I was working with the wood has 0 width to the walls, but stone, like regular stone, does have a width of 1 meter. So if we don't accommodate the width of 1 meter for the stone, we might end up with having not enough interior space in our museum. Now you tell me, yeah, you could do it with the Graustein, and that has 0 interior, 0 width too. But I think I want that foundation to be the regular wood. So let me try and expand that out. So we can actually make that a little wider and a little longer. Have to take away more ground here. Eventually we'll have to plane down that a little bit. Okay. That needs to get flatter here. Something like that. We're gonna remove what is in the way. I hope to preserve the berries here, but that here needs to go for sure. That is in the way. Maybe we should be thinking about building that from the inside out. And not be concerned so much about symmetry, but about function more. And then again, thinking about 1 story, 2 stories, I'm not quite sure. I want 1 story or 2 stories, but I think this here section is too small to be actually working the way I intended to work. So we are going to remove some of that again and try again for a better solution. If we go for 2 stories, ideally I think the inner part should be bigger. So we could probably plant something in the middle here. So let's go and think about this. Wait. We did not make that correctly. I keep messing things up here. Sorry, I'm a little bit like that, and then Like that. Like that. This will overlap because it is not possible to have that from the center even to all sides. So if we planted a tree in here and we would want some walking space on the outside here too, it needed to be at least that, but I think it might need to be even more. And then if we do not opt for having an entrance on all the sides, but just on one side, like coming in from this side, and then we don't need an entrance on this side. So we could make those be all rooms or like exhibition places. That is dump center here. Something is not lining up here. And I have not yet gotten to the point of what is not really lining up here. Some things are being wonky here and I don't know why. Is that here the reason? No. Okay, if that all is right here, then is this side the one that is... Oh, yes. It's not lining up here, see? That is where things get wonky. And thus all of this here is wonky too. Aha. Now we got to the point of this. So get rid of the wonkiness here, huh? And then here is something wonky too. Not quite sure, but yeah, we got that. And now that is lining up. But this one is not. now it does. Okay. We are getting there at some point in time. We are going to get there. Can't see anymore, so now we go back home. Something is off here. We have to do something about that. Actually, no space in here. Let's get home, let's get to sleep, and we try again for the ashlands in the morrow. The weather seems to be still not as cool as I would want it to, but it might change overnight. So let's get things repaired here. We're gonna leave that here. There we go. And then let's get to bed. And we try another time to get to the ashlands, to that new fortress we found with them stupid Valkyries around. I'd like to not have Valkyries after me while I try to raid a fortress. So maybe see that we get her killed before. I do have... yes, I do. Okay. Wait one tick here to have enough health so we don't run the risk of getting killed the second we get through the portal. Should have probably brought a second portal with me. Okay. That seems to be a little bit better now. There is an Ask Swin. That Valkyrie is still up there. But farther to the side now. Got all kinds of nastiness going on here again. And on top of it all, we have to be a little bit careful, because there is also that was stupid. I'm being stupid here right now. Now he bashed my bubble. Buh. There have been dwerger here, so I'd rather... Who? Rather try to be a little bit careful. Another ask Swin. That bust my bubble. I'd rather be up here. And... a dead ask Swin, okay. Can we explode that guy? Nice. Okay. I'd like to probably get that Valkyrie over with. But if I do, there's gonna be all hell breaking loose again. But I think we have to remove that one from the equation, so we gonna get that going and shoot that guy out of the sky here. That did kind of damage. Ugh. Shoot! Those Valkyries are a major nuisance. Okay, so we got that. Now let's try to get that. Okay, the Valkyrie loot is somewhere here. Oh, that's a lot of feathers. What are you guys? Where do you come from? We have too many things going on here again. Can we put down a crafting bench here and a box to collect stuff so we don't have to carry all of that? Now where is the Valkyrie loot? thought I have not picked it up yet, but I did. Okay. Oh, wait. Do need the stonecutter stuff. And probably some of the greystone. Okay. Big major question here is, can we get to that actually? That Storm Ripper is not dealing shabby damage here, that is for sure. That was useless. That was useless too. Okay, there is some birdies. I kind of want the birdies out of the way too, before we try getting closer. There's another Valkyrie just spawned in. Like what? So we have to kill another one. We do have some time left. We can try. Can we even hit that thing from here? I don't think we do. No, we did. I need to be careful not to walk into trouble here. Valkyries are not that hard to kill, in fact. Once you have understood that you need to be careful not to get hit by the fire. Ooh, there's a Valkyrie trophy there. I love that. Don't get those trophies too often. Okay. We do have too much stuff going on here. Okay, now can we now get close enough here to get that Monument of Torture out of the way? Maybe. Oh wait, we are out of bubble here. trying to train up my crossbow, in case you are wondering what I'm trying to do here. Not quite sure we even hitting that. Guess we did. It's gone. Okay, and then there is an ashland there. Ooh, it's a start one. We might want to be extra careful with that. Okay, oh, we got a lot of loot here that we need to pick up. So we've got all of the nonsense out of the way here now. Gotta pick up all of the loot. Get that back home. See, so there is so much stuff going on here. Okay, we're gonna leave all of that here. Because that is the... And another one of those, of course. Because why not? Can you explode? Good. I do want the eggs here. I don't want the... Okay, now where is all of that? There. Want to pick up all of the food. That is a dead burger. Missed that one. Is that a burger house over there? I think it is. Let's see if we can delete. That did not hit. That did. I think that might be a Durga house there. The charred warriors are a little bit more resilient. The crossbowmen go faster. I do have to be careful walking backwards without looking where I'm going. I might just as well walk right into the lava without even realizing I was. That is a Dwerga house, alright. There are Dwerga in here, alright. Okay. I think we have to get home now. With all of what we gathered. Because it's getting nasty weathery. There is so much going on here. Okay, let's see. Oh, I cannot even carry all of that nonsense. That's so much. Yeah, we're gonna leave that here. There's even more stuff here. By the decay of my food, it is time to go home. That and that. And that. Can't pick up the other stuff. Well, we leave that here. Take that. Okay. Getting closer to that fortress proves to be a little bit of a challenge with the Valkyrie respawning in there all the time. That. And we've got food. That. And that. I think we do have to stock up on the potions here so we can go on fighting. And then we have that needs to go in here. I think we're gonna have that in here too for now until we are able wait, something like that. Not really, something like that. Until we are able to get to the Mistlands and replenish that. Let me repair things. How many bolts? 35 bolts is not a lot. I think we need to make more bolts. And what's needed for those bolts? Charred arrows. Where's the charred bolts? Charred bones, ashwood and feathers. Ashwood, feathers, charred bones. Gonna make a bunch. We're gonna need it anyways because I plan on training up my crossbow quite a bit. We need more ashwood. We do need to take the axe to the ashlands and get a lot more ashwood. We are so low on ashwood. Ooh, we got one bolt. Well, see, that is all the ashwood that is left. That is not a lot. So, yeah, we have to do something about that. And that goes in here. That's the bolts. Gonna bring that because we will need it. Yeah, time to take a little break here, break ski, and then we are going back to the ashlands and see what we can do with that with that fortress. Gonna be right back. Okay, now no. I think we have a general plan of what to do with the museum ultimately, but I think we do need a lot more planning time still to get that done. We are on the lower leg of our food here, but we've cleared out a great deal there already, so this and that we need to be cooking. Let me have a look. That is the number 30 portal here. This is our pocket portal. I think we're gonna leave that here numbered far enough away from that fortress and take another pocket portal. So we can move forward. I don't know what the next number is. Let me have a look. 40. Okay, we're gonna go and rename that 40. And leave it there for the moment, so we have a fallback in case we need to. Being prepared is the best bet in the ashlands, I have found. So we're gonna take that and that and that and that. We have bad weather here, but we can move over quite a bit here. Spare us the need to walk all of this again and lose time on that. We already have the box here, so we just need to put a portal. That is gonna be helpful. Wait, where can we put the portal to keep it safe? Here. Okay, we've got a lot of stuff in here. We don't need that much. Now let's see what... Oh, we have a blob there. Is it following me? Nice. Okay. Explode here, please. Thank you. Okay. There is another blob. Thankfully not another Valkyrie. Obviously there is mobs here. Try to shoot them best I can from afar. Getting closer here. Okay, that one died. I kind of want the eggs because, you know. We don't need the bones. Can you explode right there? Thank you. There is another one of those monuments of torture right over there. I think we need to get rid of that. It will just spawn in more nonsense. And our Bubble is down, which is not a good style. And there is stuff throwing rocks at me all over the place. And they came from that monument of torture, I surmise, which is not what I need. Okay. Okay, that guy will be gone. Now we can make sure we can kill that monument of torture over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't hit it. Did not hit it with one of those. There, it's gone. Now what are we hearing? Okay. I'd like to get rid of this cook if I can. I'm not sure I'm hitting it. No clear view. That thing can take some abuse. You have to hit it to make it break. And I think I'm not hitting it really. Do I need to get closer? I think I hit it this time. I'm not sure I'm hitting the skog or I'm hitting... No, I'm not hitting it. Now it broke, okay. That's that one. Is there one on the other side too? For sure there is that one. Let's get my bubble back up. Oh my. Did not reckon with that one. Okay. Even more stuff. Look, we got so many things in our pockets again. Shoot. So is there another shooty thingy on the other side here? Not on this side, okay. Maybe we can get up there. Building our way up. Let me try and get A crafting bench and a stone cutter down here. So we can build something to get up there. We are having fun here, not. Another Askswin. And more nastiness going on all over the place here. Also, I think there is warlock on the loose. There is 2 Askswin now. And one of them is starred. Ugh. Just so much things. Look at all of that. I kind of want all of that. We don't need that. Yeah, there is a warlock on the loose. I saw it now. It is over there. It seemed to have dropped from the rim there. And now we have fun here with those guys. I don't really know where the warlock is, but I saw him. Just a second before. He was walking to the other side there. I think that's him here. Yeah, that's him. And he is a starred one to boot. We're gonna have no much fun here. That is not gonna do the trick with that guy. Gonna have to pepper that guy with to actually delete him. I think he's done. Okay. Yeah. And more asks when too. Duh. I actually do want to search through the remains of that. There could be a trophy in there. Man, where are those all coming from now? I do want to pick up all of the stuff here because I want to see if there is a trophy in here. We have to get the stuff back to the portal and deposit what we have in our pockets here. Huh. Okay. I think we have to get some of that home real quick because we don't have space anymore. Just drop it right there. Try to sort through the debris from the warlock. I would love to have a second warlock trophy. Look at all of those guys here. Okay. I think I picked... What is that? More coming from the... It's about high time we get in there and remove the nonsense from that. Okay, let's see. We picked everything up here. What a pity, not a warlock trophy inside here. That would have been fantastic if we would have gotten a warlock trophy from that one. But yeah, can't have it all. Okay, we want to get up there. And for that purpose we have built ourselves a stone cutter in there. Now we have to... What is going on here again? Oh man. Can we actually... Thank you. Yep. That is not working. I cannot affix anything. One more probably. Okay. I could do with some wood, but I don't have any. But we are in a good position to reach that monument of torture in there from out here. At least have the first one blow up in cinders. Can't make it out. Is it still there? Yeah, it is. Okay, there is an Askswin in there. How that did get in there is unclear. But we've got the first monument of torture out of the box here. Okay, everything is burning here now. There is a blob down there, desperately trying to get to me. There is a charred twitcher there. I think we need to get over to this side to try and... Look at that, Dad asks when goes rampant in there. I don't think we can hit the other one, the other monument of torture from here. Maybe we can. It's gonna be some trial and error to make that work, but if we try... There, see, we can hit it when we are on this level. Now that was a little too low. There. I think it's broken. I think the monument of torture in there is broken. So that means we can now try and build our way up there. There is another warlord in there, and there is stuff coming out because they get bombed out by the... But that's okay. We can work with that. The ash storm is the bigger problem. With visibility is a concern here. I think we need to go home. And we need to bring our portal and all of that to the other side when we come back next time. Okay, we have too much stuff here. Yeah, we have to jump twice, I think, to get all of that home, so we don't have to maneuver all of that stuff while we are trying to raid that thing there. So we're gonna drop all of that off here real quick and get more of it. So many things. Now that we have cleared the monuments of torture inside of that fortress, I want to keep on getting in there so we don't lose whatever loot is in there by not having despawn protection going. So many things. That. I need to zoom in a little bit more. That. That. And that. And then we've got some meat. And that. Look at that, we've got a lot of that again. Stones. Trophy. I think we're gonna keep the wood because we might want to eventually build more ladders. I can hope that we can get in there no problem. Okay, time for sleeps, and I'm gonna have another short break here. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, got me another cup of coffee that is going to get cold while I'm playing, because it's always the same, I forget to drink. And then my coffee gets cold. And we have a sleepless dream, a sleepless night. Okay, we need to eat. Now we got the good food. We got the full effect. That and that. I might want to bring some of the gray stone, because I think I did move it all here, just so we have some to build the way up. Gonna bring the portal over, I think. We picked up everything here. Yes, yes. Okay, we can bring the portal to get it closer to where we need it. And we have to kill all of what is going on there now. I do hope there is not another Valkyrie that has spawned in. Killing 2 Valkyries has been enough in my book. I do not want to do that again. Oh wait, let me have that one out. Because if that is loaded, I can shoot some things that are unawares I'm there. And have them actually die from it. Oh, look at that. We got a Askswin there. Okay, it did go away. I saw some blob around there too. I would prefer if you exploded over here, friend blob, because I'm not super keen on getting my stuff destroyed in there by an explosion. If I can avoid it. How you blow up here? Okay. Where did that Askswin go that we shot? There it is. That thing seems to be a little bit stupid, huh? Okay, it's dead. Now there is... I just saw that thing. There it is. Want that dead. Okay. So here is where we have the portal inside. Ow. We have to have our bubble back. Okay, where is that guy? I'd like to have my portal up here, just to make sure we have a way out. All of it is broken here. See? So, that is the doing of the mobs. Portal. That is bad. Do that again. Here. Okay. Now we do have enough to make a stone cutter and a workbench. Cool, we do. We want to kill things here. Oh, he went away. Okay. Fine by me. Okay, gonna put that here and here, and we're gonna get protection on that so it doesn't blow up on us. That is kind of difficult here. Is that working? I need to get rid of that bit here. We can actually get up here. There. Well, it is a little bit wonky. Okay. We've got the bridgehead established up there. So that is good. Now can you, blob, come here, explode here for me? I can pick up the... Nice. Thank you. Because I do need the Graustein here. Ooh, we are out of bubble. I don't want to be out of bubble. We don't want to. Okay. Nice. Okay, we've got that. We've established the way up. Now we actually have to do something about those guys up in the air. And about that guy too. Man. What are we doing here? Go away. Okay, that did not. Do what I wanted. Aha, okay, got him. Whatever that was, we got it. Do it again. Aha, ha 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 ha. Okay, that was the bowman. We get that from here. That is cool. The way we can outmaneuver that guy without getting ourselves into danger is much preferable to trying to get in there and then get magicked upon by that warlord. Now he fell, I think. Now he's inside there. Now he's free to roam around there, making life harder for us. What is actually in there? Is it just that warlock? Ah. Okay. I need my bubble back. Where did it go now? There he is. He's a starred one too, which is quite bad. And now he is on the loose. Ah. And now he's dead. Now that is good. Do we get something from that? That is bad. I had hoped for a trophy here, but we're not getting a trophy here. Okay, with that guy out of the way, might be able to just pepper the interior with some of those. There's another warlock in there. Oh, we do have fun here. 3 warlocks in that one. Fortress. 3 warlocks? That is not very nice. Okay, we've got bones. I think we've got everything. There is a marksman here. But that seems to be the only thing left in here. Okay. Ugh. We don't have a bubble going anymore. Be a little bit more careful, friend. Charred bones. Just so many charred bones. We don't want so many charred bones. Got another... those. Let me get all of that stuff home real quick so we can then take everything inside and claim it as ours. Okay, we don't need that. We want to keep that. That has been my favorite way to conquer fortresses for a long time now. Like just try to get up there, shoot at the monuments of torture inside until nothing spawns anymore, clear out the rubble, all of the things that are inside there that you don't want inside there. And we've got an ask swine in there now, which is nasty because we need to do something about that. Okay, now let's get crafting here. That, oh wait, that is a stupid idea. We need to get that in that opening here to keep it safe from burning up. Hope the best. It's not burning up, hopefully. Okay. There is probably things there that we cannot pick up. Let's see. Get all of that in the box. Okay, there is only one outside box here. Molten cores, what's in here? Ooh, bunches of flaw metal, I love it. Gonna get that home real quick and gonna get some... We should be able to build a big portal here too. Let me try and get a big bottle going in here that is not susceptible to being burned up. The flaw metal obviously has to go to the plains to be worked. That is big globs. We don't want that. But we do want ice. What is needed for that big portal? Grousstein, 30 grousstein. So we can make a big portal over there. I think it's F9 then. We stopped with F8, I think, or was F8 the one we converted into our F7, so it's F8. Okay. No stonecutter. Where is the stonecutter? On this side, okay. That like that. F8. Gonna bring the stonecutter inside, as to not have it be vulnerable to everything that wants to clear my stuff here. Cannot get it. There we go. Yeah, you can make noises all you want down there. We are safe inside. F8 is connected, so okay. F9 then. Or do we have an F8 portal at home and forgot? That would look like me. No, this is another portal, okay. So it is F9. Okay, okay. F9, this is where we want to be. I got everything here. And we do have some... Yep, okay. Gonna be putting up a stone cutter here. And that. And give it some protection here. It does not burn up. Okay, we do not have enough wood here. We have to come back in the morrow with some wood. And then we get into the central tower. We also need to bring the big hammer. Okay. Very nice. Okay, all of that needs to be put away. We've got too much stuff again. So, some of that goes here, and there, and here, and there. And that goes here. Stones. Food. Let me get to making some more food. We have that and that and that. I think we are running low on the grapes. Uncooked pecan pie. I'm gonna make some uncooked pecan pie here. We need to get more grapes, that is for sure. Even more. Do have so much. I don't think that is enough. Okay. So that goes back in here, that goes back up there. We need a little bit of wood to make the ovens go. Ooh, there is still more in here that we did not even cook up yet. Got a lot of that. We need to be cooking up more of that. And we need to get more ash wood. We need to go and do some serious ash wood harvesting. Maybe there is a possibility around the Father portal. Like, look at that. That is 45, and then there is 8 in there. We should have been cooking that up for a long time, but have not done so. That needs to go in here. We also need some more marinated greens. What is going on with the marinated greens? What's needed? Smoke puffs, fiddleheads, mage caps, and sap. We are low on mage caps. We need to bring mage caps. And what with the sap? Low on sap too. So, sap? Do we have sap here? Yep, we do. Okay, we need to bring some mage caps from our warehouse. And hopefully next time we don't forget that we had already a bunch prepared, just not cooked up. I should be trying out that dunder more, I think. Is there a... I think there is a storm going on outside. Yeah, there is. My gosh. Look at that. Let's get to the plains real quick and get the flaw metal sorted. We got all the carryover from the ashlands. And it is raining here, and it is stupid dark. One, two, three, four. And we do need a lot of that. One, two, three, four. Okay. Time to go home. Is that done? Give me that. There was not a single gem in that one outside box, which is a pity. I would have hoped that we would get at least a little bit from that, but didn't give us what we wanted. So now we go to bed. I'm gonna have another short break here. My coffee is lukewarm. I can drink some coffee. Be right back. Hey, time to sleep. I hope that weather goes away while we are sleeping, because we have to get back to that fortress, pick up the pocket portal, and get into that center column there, which is quite some doing. Wait, we need some wood to get in there. We are getting low on wood here. And we have nasty weather. We need the big hammer. And we have to rename something here for F9. What is this one? That's sap. Okay. Make that F9. Actually, this is no fun at all. Now I broke the wrong portal. Man. The things you are doing when you are not being aware of what you are doing. This is F9. We came through that portal. I wanted to break the other one, that one. And that one, and that one. Oh, look at that! Ah. Nasty. I think we need more protection here. We don't have Graustein. That will use up our... And we could get stuck up there. Oh wait, let me have a... there. So we need to get up there. We don't have a workbench on this side, but we do have one on the other. Can you clear up, please, weather? That is so nasty here. I hate it. I don't like it. Can we stop it? And we're gonna have a platform here to jump on so we can go a little bit more safely. That is just bones, right? Yeah, we got just bones here. Okay. Would be so good if that stupid weather ceased its storming. Can you please clear up? Okay, got that. We do have enough to get back out of there if we need to, but we pick up that stuff here and drop it down this side. And that too. Yep. We got a Wegweiser here. I think that will point right to the same place that we know already about. Yeah. Okay, and what's in here? Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. That's actually super nice. Nobody said we had to use the small ones. We can also use the big ones. Make it easier. Something is burning. No, it's not burning. It's a vulture. I thought it was burning, but it is just a vulture. Gonna drop that stuff in here real quick, so we don't have to lug that around. That was right the wrong way around. What's all of that beyond there? I don't know. What is this? Can I get to the other side without going through the portal? No, I can't. I would have to remove the portal to get in there. Huh. Give me my... Oh, so that was the 2 coal I was picking up. Something was burning in there. Okay. We want all of that. We are probably not in dire need of all of the scrap bronze. We don't need those really. Worked. Okay. Let's get... we are short on wood anyways, so let's get back that stuff. And then we have to relocate that portal because I want to see what that is. Can I? No room in inventory, man. Now it's clearing up. Thank you very much. Now we managed to make all of that happen. It clears up. Duh. So, F9. There we go. Give me that. And all of that. Yeah. Yeah, we have to jump twice to get all of that stuff home. But we've got some more blood gems, which I like. We were dreadfully low on those. Let's get that stuff sorted. There. No, there. No, where? Oh, there. That and that. And some wood. Oh my, we need to get more wood. Those go in here, that goes in there. And then we've got that. And some money. Wrong box. We need to get that in here. Okay, that. And then all of that, of course. Oh, I think we got everything from this. Cool. Lucky we got the right gems in there. I have the suspicion that we're gonna be needing some gems in the deep north. So I think we are better off stocking up on them. Can I make it to the end of the line here? No. I want to put that pocket portal back in here. And we should have left that outside. Oh, what else do we have here? More of that. And more more of that. And that. And some money. And then the other jazz needs to go to the plains, and we need to do something with the black metal anyways, with the floor metal anyways in the plains. So we're gonna jump there, get more floor metal cooking. What with that one? Oh, I thought for a moment it was broken. There is no wind at all right now. Can't get there. Too much stuff. Okay, with that we've got another fortress conquered. And we still have to go and get the second seal tower. And we still have to think up something with our new museum built. And then we need 2 more, because that is not enough, but we do have black metal in here. We can use 2 black metal. And then we are going to go with that. And that goes in here. All of that gets stuck here. Okay, our smelters and furnaces are running. Wait, we do not have all in here that we need to have in here. And we got a lot of stuff to be picking up here. Oh, very nice, very nice. Got some things going here. So we need to do something about the ashwood situation. So we need to do some ashwood collecting. And I think we are going to try and find another fortress eventually. So then we will have conquered 10 in total, which I think is then good for the moment. And we have to do things with our museum. So that is for the next episode. We are going to get a stone cutter over there and see that we get the museum blueprint filled out a little bit more. And we will get there in the end, I think. Okay, that is tin. Maybe we should move that over a tiny bit. And then that is floor metal. And we get us a stone cutter for the museum building site. Yeah, we need to do something about that too. Let's get that really quick over to our museum building site. 30, 40, we don't need 30 anymore. Can make that F10 going forward. And that is the museum. Put up a stone cutter here so we can start to lay some foundation. Because ultimately we want to cover all of that in a stone floor. And we do need to have those trees cut down. Fabulous. They fell of their own volition. Gonna take that home. That is a broken workbench. Gonna get that workbench working again. Just so we have it. Nice enough. That was easy going. I'm not quite sure that we have all of this sorted properly, but I think what we are going to try and do here we want that to be in here, but we do not want it to be leave me alone. We do not want it to be too close to the ground. I do want it up a little higher. Maybe like that. Stair stones in here. To just maybe lay the foundation here. Like so. And this is gonna be the entrance. And we can have some columns here. Let me get a little bit more here. Have some columns going up here and make that. Can I? Be like a, like so, something like that. Can I make that work? So that is can be the entrance here, something like that. And then this goes to here, and then is a plaza in the middle. And then we can think from there, I think. That might be working. I think we have to take some of that home. Because we are running low on wood at home. So with that, I think we are finished with this episode here. We're gonna start the next episode on a positive note. We got to stock up our gems a little bit, and we are getting closer to having a plan what we are going to be doing. I'm walking around the wrong side here. What we are going to be doing with the museum. So we are getting somewhere. And it's still gonna be quite some doing until we are at a point where I'm satisfied with the museum, but for now gonna leave it at that. I have seen worse. We gotta take that to the forest. But yeah, that is it for this episode. I hope you liked this episode, and if you did, please consider subscribing and consider giving it a like. That would help out the channel greatly. The big problem we have here is the algorithm is not always happy with showing my videos to people, so it would help greatly if you could like it, if you would subscribe so you don't lose it. And with that, I wish you a good night, and we are going to be back with new shenanigans in the 10th world real soon. Bye!